Match reaction. Wolves 1, Manchester United 4. Your reaction to that game?
I'm over the moon, absolutely over the moon. Some good football there, but most important, the confidence going forward that football will give Manchester United. I thought at times there was some excellent midfield passing. They just cut Wolves wide open. And I know Wolves are a poor side, but let me tell you, that football made Wolves look poorer.
How did you think Man United started the game today?
Well, exactly as I said, and the way they should, they came straight out on the front foot. And I thought Delo and Mbumo were unlucky not to score in the first 5 minutes. I thought the goalkeeper pulled off two really good saves. They were going on the offensive, and that's what you wanted to see.
Finally got the goal, though. I think it was on roughly 24 minutes. Bruno Fernandes, him and Cunha were trying their best not to score the way that goal. Well, the ball ended up going into the back of the net.
Yeah, they were trying not to score. A bit of a comedy, really. But United had dominated the possession and then nearly squandered it with that comedy of an open goal, really. And Bruno put it in. So for me, I thought from that moment onwards, United really should have dominated and gone on and scored more goals. And Mbumo, Kuna, Ahmad, all had chances in there. And I thought to myself, after half an hour of that game, Wolves were as poor as any team I'd seen in the Premier League this year.
Yeah, I totally agree with that in the first 30 minutes. But I did think they actually, after that triple chance with Mbumo, Ahmad and Cunha, they got back into the game in that first half. And, after not scoring in the previous 5 Premier League games, they got on the score sheet. And I don't think me and you even looked at each other for 10 minutes after that.
No, I think we were shocked by it, to be honest with you. I think everyone out there was shocked by it. But what happened after about half an hour, as I see it, United started giving the possession away. We've seen that time and time again. And I thought the players were sort of like walking through the game. I think the 3 efforts from Mbumo and that sort of like slowed United down to say, oh, we're not going to score, but they got the possession, Wolves, and they came into it. But let's get something straight here. Same old for that goal there. With a minute to go, you expect the players to be running the heart out. It's called work rate, and players were static. And I look at the goal and I'm critical of it because Ahmad and Mbumo were ball watching. Absolutely ball watching. The bloke what crossed it, the bloke what scored it. Both players were just waltzing into our area, and that's the poor side. And we've seen that many a time. But hey, I'm not going to dwell on that poor side tonight.
Yeah, I must add as well, Delo in not stopping the cross coming back over. But that would have made different half-time team talk then for Ruben Amorim at 1-1.
Well, you have this problem, don't you? Wolves are right up for it now. They've got the equaliser. The crowd's going to be behind them. And you think to yourself, right, how are United going to come out? But to be honest with you, Wolves made the mistake. They got giddy, as I see it. They got giddy. They thought they could take United on man for man. And they were too wide open. And after 5 minutes, Kuna should have done better, to be honest with you. And when I look at Kuna right throughout the night, I thought he was involved a lot, but he just didn't have his shooting boots on. But he got involved in the game right away. But it was a good passing move, what United did. Cut Wolves wide open, and they were wide open, and that was their mistake. And then Bruno, it's just a good passing move, and Mbumo in there and all that. And it's just a great goal. Great. Listen, it was good football. They cut Wolves wide open. And from that moment onwards, you was hoping United would just go and take it to him. And to be honest with you, when I look at the whole game, and I think most of you out there will say it, with the amount of chances what United had, to be honest, I felt as though like it really should have been 10 goals from United.
Yeah, you're talking about Mbumo's goal, Mason Mount. I mean, the pass, the vision from Bruno to see him, and the run as well from Mason Mount and the finish.
I think that was the best pass I've seen for a long time, and movement from the two of them. The way Bruno seen Mount and the way Mount moved into it and coolly finished it off, I thought it was an excellent goal, absolutely excellent goal.
Yeah, Bruno Fernandes as well, scored 2 tonight, got an assist. Would you say he was your man of the match tonight? I know officially Mason Mount got it, but...
Yeah, I thought he was the man of the match. I mean, if you score 2 goals and you give an assist like that, and he sort of dictated play, especially in the second half, I thought he had a better second half. than the first half, like most of them really. I thought Ahmad and then Bumo, even in the first half, had lots of space, and I thought that's where the danger United was coming. But in the second half, them two linked up well, so that was good to see again, because that sort of faded over the last few weeks.
Yeah, we got that penalty, obviously, with Bruno there. I think it was Mosquera who was adjudged to have handballed it after a review from VAR, but I thought we should have had one in the first half as well, a very similar situation.
Well, there's two penalties there, two clear penalties for me. I don't understand VAR when they give the second penalty. It was exactly the same as the first one. To me, it was clear. So I don't know what's going on there, and I'd have been very disappointed if he hadn't give that second one, because he clearly moved to it. But I just look at what Wolves did in that second half. The only time there was some last-ditch efforts, efforts from Wolves, and United had to like scramble it out. That was me only worry. United didn't sort of like slack off. They kept the energy, they kept the pace, they kept going, and it was good to see. So I'm going to have a nice week. I expect everyone else to have a nice week going into that Bournemouth game, because you wouldn't like to have seen United play poorly tonight,
No.
and like come away with, say, like a draw, because that's not what it's about. You know the quality's there. You've seen the quality tonight, and you just hope that they can repeat it against Bournemouth, and that's what you want to see. We've dropped a lot of points, and now we're in 6th place. Now, I can't believe I'm saying we're in 6th place. To be honest with you, I'm really disappointed over the last month, because I do believe we should be 3rd, and we could even be 2nd. We could have even been 2nd. That's mad to see, when we've seen lately a few games where we have been really, really poor. So we've squandered, but tonight, I think they've made up for it with the football. It was good football. The crowd in there loved it, and everyone watching it, I've got nothing but praise for it, for the football. And I don't think you can turn around and say Wolves were garbage. I think United made them more rubbish than what they actually were. That's my opinion. No, that's my opinion.
Wolves are absolutely garbage, and I think there'll be a few fans out there, right or wrong, who will think to themselves, look, job done tonight, it's the 3 points, we move up the table, but it still won't erase any doubts that they have about the manager and a lot of the players who even started or come off the bench tonight.
Listen, that raises no doubts about the manager, about what's going to happen going forward. But I look at Wolves, 2 games, they fought hard, got beat 1-0, but United made them look really poor tonight. There's no two ways about it with the football, okay? Man United's football cut them wide open time and time again. Now, Wolves tried to work hard, tried to close United down, and couldn't, because United, the effort, what they put in, the work rate, what they put in, and I've been calling for work rate, and you've seen it tonight. The only sloppy bit was their goal. The only sloppy bit was their goal.
Yeah, our right-hand side's going to take a right pasting, though, when them 3 players go to the AFCON, Mazraoui, Ahmad and Bumo. I thought Bumo looked like he was back on form tonight compared to the last 2 or 3 games that he's played.
I thought Ahmad and Mbumo were better. Yes, we're definitely going to miss them. How Ruben Amorim rectifies that when they go, I don't know. I don't know who's going to play out there. Yeah. So we'll just have to wait and see on that. We know it's going to be a problem. That's why it was important to go there tonight and get the 3 points, but also put on a performance.
Yeah, I don't think the result tonight, if it would have been like, let's say, a 2-1, it would have been good enough for some fans. But we've seen the result, we've seen goals, and we also seen a performance, especially in that second half.
No, you wanted to see goals tonight. Yeah. There's no two ways about it. I was expecting goals tonight. I thought it might be 3-1. But they had all the chances. They had loads of chances. Unlucky with some. There's no two ways about it. But if we'd have come away there with like 2-1, no, fans wouldn't have been happy. And quite rightly, the mission was to go to Wolves tonight, play football, play on the front foot, score goals, get some confidence back into this team, back into the fans, and the fans thoroughly enjoyed it. So tonight, let's just enjoy tonight. And that's how it should be. And then let's hope we can take it, as I said, into that Bournemouth game. 2-1 would have been poor from Man United's point of view, especially with all the chances. And like I say, if we'd have scored 10, I wouldn't have argued about it.
Yeah, 3 tough games coming up as well. Bournemouth, Villa and Newcastle, and we have been a bit of a yo-yo club in recent weeks. You know, the opportunity knocks, the door opens, but we've not been taking it. So a big chance again, starting with Bournemouth on Monday night, then 2 really tough games against Villa and Newcastle. So they will be the test, and a lot tougher than what we faced tonight.
Well, Bournemouth, I don't care what anyone says about Bournemouth. They're a good footballing side. They've got speed, they've got the energy, and they won't give up. So that is a tough game. Like you say, you've got Aston Villa, and we know where Aston Villa are in the league, and you know where Newcastle is always going to be tough. So we've got it to do. So I want to turn the new year right into that top position. I think that's where we should be. Well, we should already be there, but unfortunately, we're not. No points crying over spilt milk. So for me, United going forward, that's the boost we needed. So if they fail against Bournemouth, then I don't know what to say going forward, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well, we've not been consistent. It's been largely inconsistent. But let's hope a performance like we've seen tonight and the goals that we scored do give them a bit of a kick up the backside to start seeing consistency, especially over the next 3 or 4 fixtures. Actually revisit Wolves, don't we, at the end of the month here at Old Trafford. So, you know, it's all possible there. 1 point off top 4. There's something to aim for, definitely. Get involved with your own opinions in that comment section on the game. Smash that like button, hype, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And we'll see you in the next one. Thank you.
Thank you.